Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. I have 3 cards here to you that I want to explain. First, I'd like to say this video is not made for kids. If you're under the age of 18, please click off now. Remember, this channel is my brand. You do not have permission to copy it or use it for any reason. Also, if you want to contact me through email for a personal reading, it'll be in the description box down below. Everything else is in the disclaimer box. Don't forget about my cup, y'all. I'm here at home. I'm still packing, so I don't have my normal background. Here's my magical cup. Don't forget about that. Brings you good luck and health, money, and love. The link is in the description box if you want to purchase it. Also, what you do with this cup is you write down your intentions of what you want to happen in those areas. You pray always in Jesus' name, because you know all good things come through him. And then you drink your favorite beverage from the magic cup and watch the magic happen. All right, this is just the box I have here, y'all. I want to talk about the 3 cards. These were the 3 main cards I got in my second reading about Dalen Rounds, the boy that's missing in Utah. Okay, and I need to explain these. Spirit keeps putting these in my mind. I keep hearing things over and over. So I do see him. I do know where he's at. So I'm going to do my best to explain the area that he's at. Okay, but I'm going to explain these cards first. Yeah. So the first one, which is this one right here, is the 7 of Wands. This is someone, when this card comes up, it represents a lot of gossip and people that are fighting him. You see how these wands are jabbing. These are people down below and they're jabbing at him. There's a whole lot of them, and it's just him himself defending himself. He has a little bit of the advantage because he's on the hill and he's able to poke down. But this represents lots of gossip from a workplace or an area where there's a lot of people. Also, the blue in the background represents deep thought. So he was in deep thought about the situation. It's been happening for a while in the area that he's at. The person that did this to him is in the second card here with all the yellow, which is the 7 of Swords. And these 3 are the 3 major cards that popped up in his readings both times. Okay. So I see that there was people that were jealous of him. There was one particular person, which is this one in the middle. This person is the one that hurt him. This person is the one that attacked him. In both of my readings, I said that he was attacked. He was bum rushed. I keep hearing the word bum rushed over and over. It was unexpected. They rushed upon him, rushed towards him. You know, he didn't have a chance to grab his clothes, or perhaps they lured him out and then bum rushed. I'm hearing the word lure. I'm surprised I didn't get the Hierophant, which is lure of confirmation. But I am seeing that he was taken by surprise, because in the first reading I did get the tower, which is an unexpected event, and the people from the tower are falling to their death, so which led to his demise. Okay, remember, y'all, this is alleged because this is a tarot card reading, but I've never been wrong. I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm new to YouTube, but I've been doing psychic tarot card reading for 30 years, all my life. I've been doing this. My parents were into this stuff, and this, you know, all my ancestors, and this is how it came upon me, and I've been psychic ever since I can remember. All right, and I've told this story many times, so one day I'll make a video all about it. Also, so I do see this was planned. It was premeditated. It was planned by this person in the middle. This person was very jealous of him. He might be a few years older than him, but I don't see that he's very old. Okay, he's not an old person. I see that he's probably a few years younger than, maybe by 10. Okay, maybe by 10 years. But he was very jealous. Sorry, my hand's shaking, y'all, because I'm just holding it with my hand. I'm holding the camera with my hand. Excuse me. He was very jealous of him. He was obsessive. Dalen knew them. He was friends with them. He talked to them maybe on some type of level. I don't know how deep that level was, but I do know that he knew them. But most of the people there, I'm telling you right now, were jealous of him. They were very jealous of him. They were envious of him. But this particular person was obsessed with him. And I feel like once Dalen cut ties with these people, that's when this person became crazy obsessed. Just crazy obsessed. It went to his mind. He just went crazy. He couldn't take it. He couldn't stand it. So he plotted against him. Now these swords in the middle, for him came up in the reverse in my last reading. I have them in the up right now. But I wanted to show you the significance of this because you see, let me put this one down. You see how he is tiptoeing away. He's tiptoeing away. He's looking over his shoulder to make sure no one is seeing him steal these swords. Okay, when this card pops up, it represents stealing someone's energy, stealing their life, stealing things away from them. You're not an honest person when you get this card. This person in here was not honest. Okay. He lied. He told him a bunch of lies. I feel like he lied to him and said stuff that, I can help you with this and that. But it wasn't true. None of it was going to happen. Okay, the two swords that are stuck on the ground, those represents evidence. Okay, so when these people bum rushed him at the trailer I'm hearing there was another trailer with stuff on it, where the boots were found. Okay, where the boots were found. Something fell off this person's body, or the two people that were with him. There was 3 people involved. Something fell from them. Could have been a button, could have been anything. But there's DNA on that item. There's DNA there. It's underneath. It fell underneath the trailer. Nobody has looked there. It's real small, something small, but it's got DNA of the person that did this to him, or one of the people that was with him, and it's there. That's the evidence that you see here. This represents evidence. When it's in the reverse, because it came up for him in my second reading in the reverse. Sorry, y'all. It came up for him in my second reading in the reverse. So that represents, let me get where y'all can see. That represents the evidence is going to be found, that truths are coming out, that someone is going to tell, someone is going to say something, because this is when the thief or the person that did the destruction returns. They return. Okay, they return and they'll say, oh, okay, well, or maybe when they get caught, they might say this, oh, well, we didn't mean no harm. Oops, that's not what I wanted to happen. You know, we were just saying this and that, but then this happened. That's what you're going to hear. Okay, that's what you're going to hear. And when they get caught, or they might voluntarily come and, you know, they might want to collect the money. I hear there's a big reward, but there's evidence. Underneath that trailer somewhere, something was dropped, and that's got their DNA. Okay, now for the last one is the 10 of Swords. This literally means, let me see, I can move my hand out of the way. This means the end of a karmic cycle. Much depression, because the black is on top, the blue is on the bottom over the body, which represents deep thought. And then the yellow is when your brand new day is coming in, which is not coming in anymore. It's gone. It's over. When you get this card, this represents a karmic cycle has been paid. A debt has been paid. The way of life that you were once living is over. Okay, that's the main thing of this card. The way of life you were living is over. And this also represents death. Okay, this is not a death card, but it can represent death, the ending. You look at him. Look at him. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. They took him in the back of the pickup to a place, the closest place from that trailer, where the trailer is at, the closest place that has a body of water. That's where he's at. He's not in the water, but he's just like this. He's laying just like this. Face down or face sideways, but the ground is moist. Okay, the ground is moist from where the water is, and then, you know, the ground right here is like muddy, and the terrain is rough. Okay, the terrain in the background is rough. It'd be hard to get a car through there. Okay, the truck would make it. But it's rough. muddy terrain. In the back, you're going to see two humps of dirt, or two humps of a mountain, or two. I'm seeing the number two. He's by a dune. I keep hearing dune. You look at like a sand dune that goes like this, and then there's muddy. The water's in the back, and then there's mud. That's where he's at, and he sank. He sank down into the mud and was covered up. He wasn't buried. Like, they didn't do shovels and bury him or anything like that. They just placed him there. But with the waters coming and going, the shore back and forth, the water going back and forth, and it's so muddy that he sank. So you can't see him. But I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a rain. There's going to be a wind or something that's going to blow or wash away, and then his body's going to be exposed, and you're going to be able to see him. Somebody's going to find him. That's where he's at. The closest body of water that's close to that trailer where his boots were found. So whoever's looking for him, look for the closest body of water. Go to where the two mounds of dirt are, or mounds. I'm hearing mounds. Mountains, not big giant mountains, no. Like hills of dirt. There's two side by side. He's down there at the bottom. He's laying just like this, face down, or maybe his head is sideways. Is he living? No, I do not see that he's living. I didn't see that from the very beginning. I do feel like they did something very terrible to him that made him, that caused his demise. But he needs to be found because he needs justice. In one of my readings, I got the hangman in the reverse, which represents that he has not crossed over. He has not crossed over because he needs justice. And are there going to be justice? Yes, because I've gotten the justice card twice. There is going to be justice. They are going to find him. It's going to take some time. People need to keep looking, but someone needs to go to that trailer and look for that piece of evidence because it's got DNA on it. But all this came from the result of the one person that was very envious of him, very jealous. There was a lot of talk about him there around the town. People would gossip about him. It wasn't a good place to be. That place was nothing but bad luck, bad area. All those people there were just bad. Everyone was either homeless or on drugs. I'm not saying that homeless and those type of people are bad. I'm not saying that. But that area was just not a good place to live. That wasn't safe. I'm seeing that it was not safe for a boy his age, of his status, to be there and be friends with these type of people. No. So if the police are watching this, you need to follow my directions. Follow my directions, because there is where he will be. At the moment, you cannot see him because he has sank into this mud. Now, there's a possibility, I'm telling you right now, in the night, in the middle of the night, they could move him. If y'all don't get to him first, they could move him. Okay, but I really don't see that happening, but there is a possibility. But that's where he's at. I see him clearly in my mind. I see him laying this way. I see him laying face down, or maybe on his side. His head is turned sideways. Okay, and when you step on this dirt here, your feet will sink because it's wet. This is a place where the ground stays wet all the time because of the body of water that's behind it. Now, is it a large lake, or is it just a river, or a body of water, meaning a lake or something to that effect that runs through there? The closest one to the trailer where his boots were found. Go in that direction to the closest body of water, and that's where you'll find him. Okay, people? So I had to get that out. It's been on my mind all night and day. Spirit's been talking to me. That's driving me crazy. So I had to make this video. All right, y'all. Believe it. Don't believe it. I'm putting it out there because I already know. Remember, I've been a tarot card psychic for 30 plus years. Never been wrong once in my life. I am going to say this is alleged because it's a tarot card reading. Those of you that are true tarot card readers, Hey, I'm glad you're with me. I'm glad you're watching. And for those of you that are looking for him, I hope you take heed to this message. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.